Hello, water signs. Welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica, and this reading is for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. We're covering approximately the next 30 days, checking out where the energies are at this point in time. We're starting with the Power of Surrender cards, then we'll go into some tarot and lots more oracle. Sorry the candle is not lit. A kitty cat came in and went behind the canvas, so I'm not taking chances. All right, we have surrender to the magic of who you are. Okay, and we have, all right, Pisces, surrender to your intuition. And Pisces, you have very strong intuition and you don't always listen to it, but end up realizing after the fact that you wish you had. Okay, this happens to a lot of us. And we have surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Okay, so I'm going to go into the sayings on these cards after I pick the tarot. So that was the Power of Surrender. And this is the Everyday Witch Tarot. Everything's pre-shuffled as usual. So this is for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, all placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whatever placement you think you need to listen for. Okay, so wow, Pisces, 10 of Pentacles. And the Queen of Cups, another, oh my gosh, you right under surrender to your intuition, we have the Queen of Cups, which is all about listening to your intuition. And the Knight of Swords. I'm going to cut again and get some clarifiers. We have the King of Wands, Four of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. Okay, so let me just put these down. So, surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. So water signs, just by being you, you stand out. You don't have to try super hard to prove yourself because who you are shines a lot more than you realize. So surrender to the magic of who you are. Just let yourself be who you are. Maybe stop trying so hard to the point of draining yourself. And here we have the 10 of Pentacles with the King of Wands. So the King of Wands here is making a plan. He knows what he wants to do. He wants to execute this plan, and he does that. He may be delegating to other people. You could be offered a raise or a promotion because there's more money involved here. And this raise or promotion, new position, or new job could help you to provide the legacy that you wish to be building for yourself currently and others that you care about, or your pets, or wherever you like to donate to. So like you are really going to be more able to financially build this strong foundation and build on top of it. Okay, feeling more secure and being able to enjoy life with security. So you're making this plan. You're making this plan for yourself. You're learning to do this for yourself. Not in a selfish way, but you're learning that it's important for you to get satisfaction and enjoyment out of what you are doing, even if you are really wanting to support and please someone else, your significant other, maybe animals that you're caring for. Here's Buddy, by the way. With cats, sometimes it is better to surrender to where they want to go, because sometimes if you try to pick them up, they kind of pull back and everything on the table gets toppled over. So I'm going to leave him be since the candles are not lit. Okay, so, oh, wait a minute. Let's go. Surrender to your intuition. All right, water signs. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So listen to those feelings. They're coming through to guide you. That's very important. And what are they guiding you towards? What are they trying to shine light on? Okay. Quieting your mind, like we see with the Four of Swords here. Your mind might have been racing too much and you need to rest your mind. Sleep on it. Ask for guidance. When you go to sleep that night, ask for guidance. And when you wake up with a fresh mind, having the intention to accept some blessings to bring you clarity. You may find that the direction you need to go in is very clear to you. So listening to your intuition, it might come to you during dream time, even though you might not be remembering your dreams. After this nice rest, resting your mind, I feel like somebody listening, like you might not be having headaches, but you feel pressure through your temples because you've been thinking too hard or focusing too hard on something that's not bringing you satisfaction. So it's time to unplug. All right, so yeah, surrender to that intuition is being validated, clarified, reinforced here with the Queen of Cups. And I feel like this is going to bring you abundance because I'm noticing a lot of goldfish here. They are just jumping toward the Queen of Cups. It's like she doesn't even need a fishing rod. She just needs to stand there. And they come to her, which to me is signifying abundance. Having enough, being satisfied. So by not listening to your intuition, water signs, I think like you yourself have been misguiding yourself because you really know what the next steps are, what the most fruitful steps to take are, if that makes any sense. What's in your best interest and in the best interest of those you love or care for. You already know. And when other people in your environment are not making sense, like say in the workplace or someone you're doing business with, a lot of times they're playing the game and want you to play the game with them when you just want to stick to the facts. So I think this is like partly about knowing when to be quiet and let everything settle, let the dust settle when it comes to what other people are doing. Like I feel like somebody in the mix has a really, really stupid idea and everybody knows it, but no one else is pointing it out. And you're tempted to point it out, but you're realizing, nope, I'm going to be quiet here because that's never going to happen. Nobody agrees with this, but they don't have the you-know-whats to speak up. I have the you-know-whats to speak up, but I'm smarter. I'm going to do this smart. I'm going to stay quiet and let them play their little game. The dust will settle, and that whole stupid idea will fall out the window, or it will seem like it wasn't even brought up, okay? So I know I kind of got off track there, but that message came to me pretty strong. All right, so let's go back to surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. And I think for a lot of you, being in nature will take your mind off of all of those racing thoughts. Exercise definitely will. At the least, open a window and take your eyes off of any electronics for a little while. Okay, so surrender to the beauty of the natural world. It's being clarified by the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. I feel like it's going to take a lot of burdens off of you when you take your focus off of whatever the chaos is that's been in your main daily environment. The Knight of Swords could signify another person. I think this might be another person who speaks the obvious. So in that situation I was talking about where you do have the guts to speak up, but it's one of the situations where your intuition is telling you, no, I'm going to be smarter here and let these goofballs play their little game because this stupid thing is never going to happen. But someone in the mix can't help it. And they're just going to say the obvious, state the obvious. And it's going to take the wind out of everyone's sails. But for some reason, the delivery from that person is better than the delivery from you, water sign. Okay? If the delivery came from you, others wouldn't take it as well because you are so who you are. You stand out in a good way. But the people that you're mixing with right now in the workplace, they're envious of that. And if somebody who seems less smart, points out what you're wanting to point out, they'll just be like, oh yeah, that person's outspoken. They just act that way. They're inappropriate. They speak out of turn. But they're going to know deep down what that person is saying is true, and that this stupid idea should not be enforced, implemented, or whatever this is all about. If you said it, they would resist you because you're above it. So they want to resist you because you're probably in a position where you are out of their league. Like, it might not in an arrogant way, but like you could thrive more in a different position or with a different company or doing something different. So this is turning into a strong career reading. But I'll go into some other messages as well. Okay, so that's what I think is happening here. So those burdens are going to be dropped when that person speaks up. That person's going to speak the obvious that you also see, but the delivery will be better in this instance from that other person. It's not about being right. It's about being given some relief from this situation. All right, wait a minute. I'm not going to do those yet. I'm going to get some clarifiers from the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. All right, what else do we have for water signs? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, the Page of Fire or Page of Wands, creative, enthusiastic, and motivated. Okay, so yeah, I think that you're going to have an exciting new idea that is worth trying. Something really worth trying. For some of you, this could indicate a new love connection. Someone there's a spark with. So if you're not attached right now, if you're not in a commitment right now, you might be coming across somebody during this time period that you have a spark with, and it's someone you find worth getting to know better. For those of you coupled, I feel like together, the two of you are going to be very supportive to one another in building your wealth or helping each other reach their goals in what they want to do in life, either developing their creative talents in music or art or something with computers, graphics, maybe YouTube channels, anything really. But I feel like it says creative, enthusiastic, motivated. So I feel like you're going to really rub off on each other in a good way, maybe help each other make these plans, and maybe partly kind of cross over into working together. So you're doing your own thing, but working together as well. And look at this. We have another page, the Page of Earth or the Page of Pentacles. It says studious, prepared, and cheerful. So you're going to be getting a good news about money, water signs. Yep. And this is connected to your intuition too. So something about your money, what you know about your money is connected to your intuition. If you are trying to figure out how to get out of something that is very difficult that you need to face, you're going to get good news about this, or you're going to figure out something that is that golden ticket to taking a step forward. And there's potential money growth here. It's something new. It's a new idea having to do with money. For some of you, you could be getting promoted for the first time. Maybe you've had many jobs in your life, but it was just like that job, what you were hired for, and then like you left for whatever reason and got another job and stayed in that position for what you were hired for. But this is going to be the first time like you actually get promoted, either because you are there long enough or because it's the right place and the right time, or because karma is bringing it to you, because it's your time, and this is a healthier situation for you to take on a more of a leadership role. Okay, and here we have balance, compromise, self-control, moderation. So this also could represent a Sagittarius in your life. So control and moderation, and then we have the Knight of Swords here. It's like that's like that person I was talking about, who just speaks up, seems to be speaking out of turn, but they're really not. That's the person that creates the balance. So a lot of you might know who this person is who points out the obvious. And for some reason, it's okay and acceptable for that person to do this. But if you do it, water sign, it's going to be like the general population in this situation are going to be like, did I say Pisces? Water signs. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It would be like, who does this person think they are? Do they think they're better than us or something? Yeah, I think that's what it is. They can't come in here and boss everybody around. But if this other person, who might be seen as like a little goofy, which is okay, all of us have a little bit goofy, whatever. But that person points out the obvious, and it's a blessing. And you're glad that they do. Because there's something really important here, like something really annoying that's been going on in the workplace. Somebody came up with some really lame idea, got everybody up in arms and worried about it, and then everybody's trying to put their 2 cents into it, trying to be involved or get credit for, I don't know what, but it becomes a real distraction and problem. So that issue gets resolved. I also see a new friendship coming in for somebody. I don't really, let me go deeper here and see what we have. Animal bond, okay, so it says stand up for all animals. So this could be a new pet. Could be adopting a new pet. You could be donating your time at a shelter. I'm picturing someone helping wildlife. This might be where you meet somebody you have in common with. This could be someone you wish to date or a new friend. And you end up, in this situation where you want to help animals, and you find somebody who has the same love of animals, and you have other things in common as well, and you have a more peaceful interaction and working together. Choices make the best choices. Okay, so this is about listening to that intuition. We need to go with logic as well, but sometimes our intuition is telling us, something doesn't feel right here. Go deeper with that. Go deeper with that. The tiger lily is standing out here on this card. If you can see the tiger lily, I'm not sure if you can in this lighting right here. So if you're interested, look up tiger lily and the different spiritual meanings that go with that, and go with your intuition, just like with this reading. Okay, and we have confrontation. See, pick your battles wisely. Like I was saying, yes, speak up when you know you really need to. But in this instance that I'm talking about in this reading, it's important to let that other person speak up. You might be feeling impatient because the person who would typically speak up is quiet for longer than you would expect, but they do finally speak up. They point out the obvious, and then this idea, it's going to be like everybody acts like, well, that never happened. We didn't talk about that. That never happened. Okay, so let's get a few from the Wisdom of Tao. I'm going to get them for specific signs. We're going to start with Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? What does Cancer need to know the most right now? Okay, Cancer, you have victory. We have the yin and yang symbol here, and we also have balance in this reading, which is temperance in the traditional tarot. Congratulations on your victory. You have pursued a goal to fruition. This is fulfillment, completion, and arrival from a long journey. Remain connected with your bigger mission in life and prepare to embark on the next adventure. Okay, so we're leaning toward Cancer with that, but I do think these messages pertain to everybody in this reading. Scorpio, we have surrender. This is a moment of awakening and relief. It's done. Step back to see the big picture. Instead of fighting a battle you cannot win, see what I was talking about? Stop struggling, concede, and preserve your energy for your next strategic plan of attack. Winning is ahead. Okay. Again, I feel like these messages are for everybody, but leaning toward Cancer, leaning toward Scorpio, and here we go, leaning toward Pisces. We have temptation, pitfall. Okay, don't fall into a pitfall, Pisces. The desire 4, excessive gain and accumulation leads to misfortune. The greatest contentment is in knowing when you have enough, and all temptation is banished. Escape from the trap that imprisons you. Refuse to be a victim and be free. Okay, so I kept saying like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but then when I drew these last cards, I went Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this is really feeling super strong for Pisces. All water signs, but super strong for Pisces, especially the end. Refuse to be a victim and be free. Okay, you are not trapped in this situation, whatever it is. It's time to, I'm not saying play games or manipulate, but play the game, or let the others play their games, and you sit it out. Be present, but sort of sit it out, whatever this is. The dust settles, and then you know when it's your turn to be in the limelight. All right, everybody, some pretty deep messages here. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit the like button if this resonated. I'd greatly appreciate that, and I will see you again soon.